Happy Friday morning. This starts our weekend vlog. Now, I did this years ago, and I still do it every year. Well, last year I didn't, because our good friends at Piercing Hot Sauce has been keeping us stocked with hot sauce, like Tabasco sauce, Louisiana hot sauce. You know, there's various hot sauces out there. But the one thing about the method that I do, you can use mild peppers, hot peppers, a mixture of peppers. And that's what we're gonna do today. Because I'm out of my Piercing hot sauce. This doesn't compete to theirs because they have some very unique flavors. But I think that my hot sauce, it's perfect for every household because you control your heat. And it's such a simple recipe that can be refrigerated up to 6 months, or you can water bath can. And we'll get into that once we get to that step. But how I achieved this big bowl of mixed peppers is, as my peppers would come in, I would just take the stem off, put the whole pepper in a freezer bag, and I ended up with a full gallon. And that's when I knew, okay, I can go ahead and make some hot sauce with you guys. So as your peppers are coming in, just take the stem off, put the whole pepper in the freezer, keep adding to your bag. And I will be tripling, so the amount I'm going to show you is not the amount that I'm going to put in the description, because the amount I'm doing is 3 times. So I'm timesing the single batch by 3. So you can't really go by my measurements, but I will leave a single batch. So we're going to go back just a little bit, and I'll show you the peppers that I'm using. And I showed you in that clip all of my hot sauce bottles that I did sterilize. They're over there draining. So when we come back, we're going to get this process going. Guys, this is a simple, no fuss recipe. And if y'all don't like heat, make you some banana pepper hot sauce. It's going to be delicious. I've got a mixture of the sweet Snackin' Bells, Long Jims, Cubanelles, Mamma Mia's, green Tabasco, jalapeno, the wax hot banana peppers, as well as banana peppers. And I've got 1 cayenne pepper. So this hot sauce is going to be green in color. Now my saved hot sauce bottles, these are glass bottles. I sterilized them by bringing it up to a boil, and they boiled for 5 minutes. Now I'm just going to put the lid on and let them cool down naturally in the hot water. So you see I have a mixture of peppers. Oop, here's that piece of cayenne. Now, if you just have jalapenos, you don't want a lot of heat. When you get ready to cook them down, go ahead and remove the membranes and the seeds, because that's where the heat is. But we're going to be straining this. So I've got a mixture of mild and a mixture of hot peppers. But like I said, it's a recipe that you can control. Now I've got 6 cups of white distilled vinegar. I am only going to add 3 cups of this. So you only want to add half of your vinegar. And I'll explain why, okay? That leaves us with 3 cups, because remember, I'm tripling this. So the single batch would have been 2 cups. You would only added 1 cup of vinegar, reserving 1 cup. Now we're going to bring this up to a boil using non-reactive pot and utensil. This is stainless steel. And we're just going to bring this up to a hard boil. While we wait for it to come up to a boil, y'all, look at the bell pepper. Now I did pull this one because that vine was, or the limb, it was leaning a little bit too much, and I tried to lean it up and it wanted to snap. And I've got about 8 or 9 growing. So I did get me a few bell pepper. Life is good. I'll take this all day long. Two's better than none, right? So if you hear a noise in the background, That's the coffee pot. Now we're going to talk about, but first, I keep the lid on it to bring it up to a boil. You really want to be in an open air room. This stuff will get to you, especially if it's leaning more towards the hot peppers. And I do have, I think about 6 of those no heat habaneros. I didn't even let them turn red. You know, pepper is pepper. But let's talk about why I only added half of the vinegar. Many of you may know this, that is very familiar with vinegar, pepper sauce. But vinegar, and you need 5%, reaches heat faster than water. So if you was to add all of your vinegar, that vinegar is going to start breaking down before you reach that water boil state. Well, when that happens, it's going to reduce the acidic acid level. You don't want that, because especially if you're planning on putting it on the shelf or even in the refrigerator. But that's why I do not put all of my vinegar in at one time. A sweet spot is 3.7 to about 4.0 in your pH. So by using half the vinegar, and then we'll bring back the other half when we get ready to blend, that's my guarantee that my acidic acid level is on point. But some of you may not know that vinegar does reach that boiling point faster than the water. So you're going to start losing that percentage, which then could adjust your pH into the negative instead of the positive. And I tried to explain that to where it'd be, you know, easy to interpret. So a lot of people will just put all of their vinegar in. Some people use water. I don't. Now, if you want to water bath this, let's go ahead and get to that. If you're 1,000 feet or below in elevation, 10 minutes. If you're above 1,000 feet, 1,000 or higher in elevation, yeah, I'm standing over the pot talking to y'all like an idiot. Who does that, Lippy? Then you would water bath for 15 minutes. These are bottles from my good friends at Piercing Hot Sauce. I reuse their bottles. I just break it down, the squirt top and all, and boil them. So what I'm going to make today is going to be sourced out to friends and family, and the refrigerator method will keep up to 6 months. Well, if your household's like mine and my daughters and grandpa's, it won't last you 3 months. So if you have an abundance of peppers and you try a single batch and you say, oh, I like this, then keep your bell peppers. Keep your peppers in the freezer, and as you want to make 1 bottle or 2, pull out the amount so you'll have them for months in your freezer to continuously make you some hot sauce. And this is also something you can kind of play around with, mixing and matching different peppers. In my case, every pepper in the garden is in this pot. That's taking my breath away. Okay, it reached the boil state. I only let it boil 1 minute. Some may go longer than that. I let mine hard boil 1 minute, leaving it on the hot stove eye, cover it, and walk away 20 to 30 minutes. This is what's developing the goodness, and I didn't let it over boil to evaporate the acidic acid from the vinegar. This is very key, because when you start diluting it, then possibly, just possibly, you could not end up with a safe result. Still go in the refrigerator, but you're wanting that true sweet spot of your pH. Y'all, it's starting to cloud up. They're saying we're going to get some rain up in here around 3:30. So I'm going to get my blender plugged in. I let my peppers sit about 40 minutes. My sister called. But it's still hot. And the reason why I like them to sit, I say 30 minutes, 20 to 30. I let this go 40. It's because those peppers get soft. And with that vinegar, it just pulls all that flavor. But now we're going to be running this through a strainer. Okay, I'm gonna add the other half of the vinegar in here. Now remember, I am tripling this, so this is a half a cup of sugar. I have 6 teaspoons of cannon salt, and I have 3 teaspoons of avocado oil, or a neutral oil. You wouldn't want to put olive oil in here. I'm not going to overflow my blender. I'm going to use a ladle. And I'm just going to get these ladled up. I don't want to pick the pot up and go in because I may have a little bit too much for my blender. All right, let's see. I'm going to set it on smooth first. Oh. Y'all, make sure you got it locked. Did you see that? Good Lord. Why didn't y'all tell me the tip was open? I'll have this stuff everywhere. Boy, I'm Food Network worthy, ain't I? Now, all we're gonna do is strain. You want a tight sieve. And what this is gonna do, it's gonna catch all the seeds and any residual pulp. So you see, you can make your hot sauce with any peppers as long as you're acidic, which is your acidity, your vinegar, sugar, salt, and a little bit of neutral oil, and you're off to the races. But again, if you wanted to do this in half pints, you would water bath can for 10 minutes, 1,000 feet and under for your elevation. Above 1,000, 15 minutes water bath. Guys, I'm doing a double strain. Once I got through straining it in this 8-cup measure, I rinsed my sieve out and I'm straining it back into the blender because this is what I'm gonna pour into my smaller measuring cup. There's no way I could hold this 8-pound cup with the little small funnel we're gonna be using. Now we're gonna pour it into my 1-cup measure for easy pour. And I have 2 funnels. This one fits the larger pepper sauce bottle. This one fits the smaller one. And it's all about just filling them up. And they are all bottled up. 5 of the demi-tap bottles, meaning the small ones, and 2 regular size hot sauce bottles. But we're not stopping there. Guess what we have under the towel? We have 7 half-pint jars of hot sauce. Now, you'll see a little separation. Once they get to room temperature, you won't see that separation. But I had to add 2 of my water jar fillers for the space. So now we have 7 to go on the shelf, and we have 7 refrigerator hot sauce bottles. Not too bad with 1 gallon of peppers. Happy Saturday morning, y'all. It's a little overcast. I kind of hope we get some showers. But if y'all noticed in last week's weekend vlog, the heat took a beating on these lantanas, and that's one because of placement. And when lantanas get hit heavy with direct sun all day, it'll end up getting like a little fungus. And I will go in and trim it, and I will spray them with liquid copper, and I will get another round of flowers, just like I did last year, coming towards the fall. So I've been out in the garden, pulling, trimming, cleaning. Buddy's on the weed eater. We hope to get some mowing done. And this is gonna start our weekend. And I did, he had a lot of little pots. that he had got from the neighbors that they had bought plants in, and they saved them for us. So I've been over there washing them, getting them all done. All this is liquid copper. And I'm gonna spray very heavy. I'm gonna get this one done. We went early this morning and delivered my sister's four-wheeler. Y'all remember back in late fall, Buddy had got it, and you know, here, there, and yonder, he rebuilt the engine for her. So we went and delivered it, got the deep freeze to the dump, so it's done. And then we had to go get non-ethanol gas for the generator, because it looks like with the heat coming in, we need to be really prepared. So that's what we did early this morning. All right. At least they look better. Now I gotta try to get that big wheelbarrow. Oh, never mind, Mr. Buddy did it for me. We ended up with a lot of Bonnie cups, and these are some of our cups where Bud had done some starts from my geraniums, and I believe he did a few dragon wing begonias, and he'll show that to y'all this weekend, what all he's got starts going from cuttings. I still have to take the painter's tape off, but I found if you get them really wet and then once they dry, they'll peel off. Y'all, we on a back roads country road. I'm out in the garden. You know where we was? Y'all and me. And I'd moved to that last Tashi, because we got a project. Oh, look at the little, hold on, look at that. Oh, it's spotted too.
Yeah, spotted fawn.
Look at that. Come on, baby, move.
There it goes.
Look at that. Oh, man.
There it goes.
Oh, no, it's
there
back.
There it goes. It's not the place to get where there ain't no fence.
Poor baby.
There it goes.
Did he go in a fence?
He went in there.
Well, that was some filming, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know how to turn the camera around. I have to turn you off, turn you back on.
That's what you call live action.
That's live action right there. And there was a truck coming. He stopped too. I didn't see where it could get through, but he said it was a little opening.
Pushed down there.
So he was able to, oh man, or she, don't know. But that's a young one. That's a baby. But anyhow, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Oh, it's pretty out here. Ain't got a clue where I'm at. But Buddy come around and he said, hey, you busy? And I went, I got my hair up. I'm sweating. But no, what's up? Wash your hands. We're going somewhere. I said, where we gotta go? He said, we're going to the old general store. What general store? He said, the one that you live by that you don't know nothing about. Well, how did he find out about it?
Because I was up working.
Because he was on a site over there by. I said, oh, okay. He said, they may have burgers. So, y'all, at least I didn't get too sweaty. But we're headed. Oh, that's a gorgeous home. Y'all, I can't turn the camera around, okay? I don't understand. And when I go to click you around, it clicks y'all. Anyhow, we're going to take a little trip up to the old general store, and it's called what? Johnson or?
It's in Jonesville.
It's in Jonesville.
Jonesville General Store.
Jonesville General Store. And there's a car coming. You know, I'm the driver, whether I'm behind the wheel or not.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to let us film. You know me, I'll try anything. Maybe a hot mess, but we're going to try it. So, we're headed to a general store that I didn't even know I lived by. That might be a dangerous thing. But it's hot, y'all. We're under a heat advisory. I'm sure many of y'all are. And it's getting in the middle of the day. It's like 11:45. So this will be a good little road trip out of the heat because he was getting too hot on the mower. He'll finish this evening. And then I'll finish doing what we were fixing to do together because I had just set the tripod up and continue on with our weekend vlog. But right now, let's go check out this general store. Now, Buddy says we're about to come up on some old Victorian homes.
You got the old gin and all that up here, the old cotton gin.
Well, this is fascinating. Y'all, I'm lost as a goose.
And you're about 12 miles from your house?
Yeah, I'm 12 miles from the house, y'all.
But I know that's a long ways for you.
I'm trying to hold the camera. Yeah, 12 miles is a long ways for me.
So most of the houses are going to be past this, but right here, you come
Where
in.
we at?
This is where the old gin and stuff is. You're in Jonesville, Texas now.
I'm in Jonesville, Texas.
You see, this is the old gin on your right.
Oh, is the store closed?
No,
No, it's open.
somebody pulled up on a trucker, ready to go in.
Wow.
So this is the Jonesville town.
Let's see if they'll let us film. And this tells all about the Caddo Lake, Big Cypress.
Yeah, where the Bluebonnets began. Apples to Antiques.
This is really cool, y'all.
Start to Karnak.
And I'm assuming this is the store we're going
TC
in.
Lindsay.
All right, let's go see, y'all. They gave us permission to film. And the first corner that I came to, y'all, the little red hen book. Oh, they got all the little children's books. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around because this is unbelievable.
Look at you, Betty. It's an adult key overalls, $34.95.
Adult Key brand overalls, $34.99. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that is cheap. But yeah, y'all got to see this place. This takes me way back. Now, this is where we walk in. And there's the little section of books. The Tale of Peter Rabbit. I remember that one. The Ugly Duckling. This is...
See the sock monkeys down here?
No,
There's a whole basket full of little sock monkeys.
sock monkeys. I remember those. Look at this. Oh my, look at that dollhouse, y'all. Boy, I would have loved to have that as a little child. I had a little dollhouse. It wasn't like this. Y'all hear that bell?
We know you're here.
This is truly amazing.
That's right.
Sneaking in here.
That's right.
Rain, sleet, snow,
Now, I have the original Connect 4 for the grandkids. I have the Life, the old Monopoly. We have Battleship. I saved all my old board games, still in mint condition. And now my grandkids play board games with me. Look at the red flyer. Guys, we've got to get back to this. I don't think it's gonna come, but we really got to get back to this. Now, puzzles. I'll share a little something with y'all. Lippy doesn't like puzzles. I get to the out corners and I stop because everything just, it doesn't connect. I can't figure the colors, so I'm not a puzzle person. Look at the old jars, guys. Do I see a moon pie box down there? Y'all, moon pies are on the other side. Lippy loves moon pies. I remember I used to have one of those, y'all. Oh my word. What's the price on it? Oh, $29. Okie dokie. Oh, now I like that. I have a juicer, but I've never seen this.
Screw it on top of the jar and juice your lemons or whatever.
That is genius. And with all the lemons that we're gonna have coming in, guys, I think one of these are coming home with me. Y'all, Buddy should have never brought me here. I mean, never should have brought me here. Cream soda is probably my favorite, guys. What is this? Ozark Mountain Butterbeer.
Butterworks? I mentioned this like butterscotch.
Oh, probably butterscotch, yeah. Yeah, root beer.
Red cream up there, black cherry, pop.
Yeah, I like cream soda. I like root beer. I'm not into the bubble gum. Oh, sarsaparilla. I don't think I've ever, or either I don't remember. Y'all look. Y'all remember Bubble Up? I do. But I don't think I've ever had a sarsaparilla. Now look, the shelves is empty. There's not but one Hank's caramel apple. That tells me that it must be extremely popular. That's what it tells me. Oh, here's another sarsaparilla. You know, I love my cream soda, but do I want to try? I don't know. I can't remember sarsaparilla. It's my mind knows what it is, but I can't think if I ever tasted one. But I want a cream soda, I think.
Come this way. I want you to go right there and go in there and phone a friend and ask them. Phone a friend and ask them what you should get. What should you, what drink should you get?
One of each. I deserve one.
One of each, and there's a whole refrigerator full of them there too.
Okay, I am getting a cream soda.
See, this is the old deli right here.
I am going to get a cream soda. But which one?
Well, I don't know. I'm not drinking it, so it's kind of up to you.
Oh, that one. How
Look
does
at
this
all
work?
the
See, y'all, I don't get out
guns.
much. Oh, y'all, cane sugar.
Cane sugar. There
Okay.
it is.
I'm getting that.
She
Oh,
say
and
cane
they
sugar's a
got
one, I
orange
guess.
cane. Shirley Temple. What's a Shirley Temple? But it's got cane. I wanted like a sarsaparilla.
Well, they got them.
Vanilla cream. Yeah, but with cane.
I don't know.
Oh, what we got down here? since mine's not growing. Oh, yes. Oh, this is right here in Joaquin, Texas.
Yep.
And I don't have any.
I guess you better get some, you know.
Yeah, because
Cane syrup.
mine's not growing. Oh.
It's growing. It just ain't growed up yet.
Guys, look, I told you I was in moon pie heaven. And I see a moon pie that I've never had before. And I'm buying this box for the grandkids because mint and chocolate is their favorite.
Go ahead and wash your clothes.
Do you know I have one and also have a medium size that my mother washed my clothes on? You have them here.
I got one years ago, and I had, you know how they have replicas of like Texas dollars or Confederate dollars?
Yes, ma'am.
I put one in this space here and decoupaged it, and I got cup hooks and put it here and then hung it up to hold keys.
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm. And little magnets, you know, you can put sticky notes up there. So,
Oh, you know, that's
Big
actually...
purpose, but you can wash your clothes if you really want to.
Right, if you
Well,
really...
it does
Yeah,
work.
this is the size I have right here. This size and this size. Amen to that. Y'all get more out of life with coffee.
Yeah.
That says Lippy, y'all. I'm telling you, if you're over in East Texas, this is unbelievable. They've been in business since 18, I can't remember, 18 something. She said, I'll have to ask again. Look at this. 1847, guys. I knew it was 18 something. Oh, there's another side. Oh, I'll meet you. There's too much, that's right. Guys, I used to get one of these every day after school and an icy. My dad would give me a quarter and I would have 10 cents left. I'd get a chicken stick, and we called it chicken on a stick, and a Coca-Cola icy every day after school when he picked me up. Yo, I gotta get one for Mr. Buddy. That's his favorite candy, is Smarties. He didn't lie, there's a whole, listen to that train, y'all. There's a whole nother side. Wow. But this is unreal. Did you see they have a kraut? They have kraut bowls.
Yeah, you see, I found a section here.
Yeah, you found your section. They got a nice selection of little cookbooks. Guys, look, these are the wind-ups. Oh, look. What is that, bud?
The a Barrow Model 22.
It's a meat saw, right?
Yep. Joe sliding tray.
Look different from Daddy's meat saw. Saw he had.
There's a slicer right there. Meat slicer.
The meat slicer. Guys, this was the post office inside this store. Wow. Oh, this is too funny. Wanted by the FBI.
There's a cheese slicer.
I'm trying to see the year. 1964. 1965. That's Dallas. Let's just flip through. 1965. Wow. Crazy. Guys, we're upstairs. This is where their clothing is. Would you look at this? Look at that. Oh, they're heavy. This is absolutely adorable. Look at that little shoe. Oh, the shoes are not for sale, they're for display. I can see why.
Photos only, Adam, not for sale.
You can use these for photos. Look at that.
So I guess if you want to get you a photo.
My mom had a pair of shoes like that. And she had some of those yellow ones too. Now these look like my daughter's first walking shoes, only they had a little bit higher top, and I had bought them at Sears Roebuck. But they look just like her first walking shoes. Hmm?
Roundhouse, 64 32.
As in 64 inches around?
I mean, they carry it all the way up to the plus side.
Oh my. These are old patterns. I'm so glad Buddy got me out of the heat. This is cool. Mm-hmm. This is really cool, bud. Thank you for bringing me.
And to think, this could be closed at any time.
Yeah, this could close at any time. That is just so sad. She said there's 7 generations, and I actually met the 6th, and his son, which is a baby. But the gentleman that's working the checkout, he is the 6th generation. That was fun. When I get home, I got a little bag of goodies, but I did open up my sugar cane cream soda. Y'all, it's like the original decadent cream soda. You know, I should eat a moon pie.
It's the old train station back in the
But
day. It's fertilizer.
a lot of old homes, but the lady was telling me, she says that they're barely hanging on. She said the cost of what their stock is, they're actually selling under what they're out because there's no way they can price it for a profit. And that's on the majority of the stuff. So she said it doesn't look good. Looks like they will be closing. So she gave me some brochures. They don't do any online sales, but there is nothing in this little town. I'm thinking that majority of the little houses that's around the general store, because I saw pictures of them with the same people that was in there, like the lady I was talking to, they're all in front of these houses. So I think it's all family-owned little beautiful homes. But there is absolutely nothing. I said, well, where's a burger joint? I was just real curious. And he pointed me back in the direction where we live, which is, there's no really burger joints. It's like fast food chains, you know, off the freeway. Or you have to go west into Jefferson, Texas, which is a good distance. So these people have nowhere to go. They actually have to commute to either Marshall, Texas, or the big city, which is Shreveport, you know, in Louisiana. So there was nothing out here, so I can see why they're thinking the doors are going to close, and I hate that because there's no other businesses, and they don't get any traffic. So all the mills and stuff that was being worked out here is all closed down. So there's no traffic. I bet the population ain't 100 people, wouldn't you say, maybe?
Yeah, that's spread out.
That's spread out. So I wish them well, you know, but I totally understand. We spent $30. Buddy got him some hoop cheese. He wanted a pound. They didn't have quite a pound. It was right, I mean, just a hair under a pound. And they only charge $6. And it looks really good. So he got some cheese, and I got the 2 drinks and the moon pies for the grandkids. And Buddy some sweeties or sweet tarts. And, you know, it was like $30. So, you know, and I got some brochures, and I got to say, I went to the oldest general store I personally have ever walked into. That's the sound of goodness. That's my coffee. But y'all, I drank that whole cream soda coming home. And I'm gonna put this in the icebox. This is the sarsaparilla. I had to look and see. So I think it's a root beer, but I got the one that's made with cane sugar. So that'll be next week's treat. Our biggest treat is our syrup, our cane syrup. And this is made in Joaquin, Texas, which is about 45 minutes southwest of us. So that will last us almost a year, because this is some of Lippy's favorite on a hot biscuit. And then y'all saw, I got the grandkids a box of moon pies, the chocolate mint, and it was what? It was $5. I don't know how many come in here. Let me look. But that's their treat to share. You get 12 pies. So the grandkids got them a treat. We got to get a jar and test this out. I got to get the tag off. I've never seen this before. Maybe y'all have. But guys, I can see where this is going to come in handy. Because, you know, I squeeze mine anyway. I'm going to enjoy that. And then Buddy got him some hoop cheese. That red wax coating. We call it hoop cheese. So he got that. And I got the Cajun brand ginger cake. Out of all of the little goodies, this is near and dear to my heart. Because it has been years since I've seen this particular brand. Many years. Now this will last me, because I'll put it in the icebox. I'll get probably 7 to 10 days. Just a little pinch with my coffee, because I don't eat much. I can't believe they had the original, what I remember as a ginger cake. And then I got a vanilla moon pie, a banana moon pie, the little bitty ones. I'm choosing vanilla to go with my coffee. And Mr. Buddy got his Smarties, the great big ones. So I'll set that over to the side. So that's what we got at the general store. I am so excited. I'm going to go grab a jar, make sure this fits. I'm sure it will. And I like that it's stainless steel. So this was very, very unique to me. And I'm not really into a lot of gadgets, but this is a usable gadget. I can see that coming up. So yeah, the general store, it's TC, let's see, what is it called? TC Lindsay and Company, Jonesville General Store. Serving the community since, what was it, 1847. So she gave me a little brochure. It tells history of the general store. Oh, this is cool. Movies made at the oh, there was movies made. Wait a minute, y'all. Bayou Boys, which was 1970, the Bayou Boys. 1974, Stroke of Murder. 1974, The Pond. 1979, The Victors. 1985, The Long Hot Summer. 1988, Big Bad John, Red River Films. I didn't know none of this. 1996, a Jim McCullough production, Renfro's Christmas. Featured on the Texas Bucket List, Texas Country Reporter, many television programs, magazine articles, and books. And it's Harrison County Historical Site. Like this, the general store's prices in 1847. Butter was 18 cents a pound. Cheese was 9 cents a pound. Eggs, 25 cents a dozen. Milk, 5 cents a quart. Cotton cloths, 11 cents a yard. Flour, 4 cents a pound. A loaf of bread was 10 cents. Coffee, 11 cents a pound. For coffee, speaking of, I gotta pour my cup. Crackers, 28 cents a pound. I didn't even know crackers got sold by the pound. Molasses, 35 cents a gallon. I paid $8.50 for 32 ounces. Sugar, 14 cents a pound. Tea, 58 cents a pound. Raisins, 13 cents a pound. That's a lot of raisins, y'all. Bacon, 9 cents a pound. And it's what, $7 a pound now? Holy moly. Sausage, 10 cents a pound. So sausage, that's because of the seasoning. It had to be a penny more than the bacon. Sweet potatoes, 8 cents a bushel. Apples, $1.25 a bushel. Well, yeah, in the South they had to ship them by train because we don't grow apples down here. So, because I was thinking apples, $1.25 a bushel, but sweet taters is 8 cents a bushel. That's why they had to pay the railroad. Corn, $1.14 a bushel. That's not bad, really. I mean, you think, but that's not bad. But I would have even thought a little bit cheaper, kind of like the sweet potatoes. We grow corn down here. Onions, 63 cents a bushel. Potatoes, 90 cents a bushel. A pair of shoes, y'all, $1.12 for a pair of shoes. You ain't even getting a holy sock for $1.12. And I'm talking about one sock that you find at the Goodwill. They want $2 for it. A bonnet, $2.70 each. $2.70 each. Socks, 33 cents a pair. So for $1.45, you can get a pair of shoes and a pair of socks. A hoe was 56 cents. A shovel was 88 cents and a broom was 21 cents. And this was based on the historical reviews made for wages and prices from 1752 to 1860. And she said that they're online, you can learn more about them. But it's T.C. Lindsay and Company, the Jonesville General Store. So, Mr. Buddy, as always, comes up with something, surprises me, and I had no clue. And it was because he had went to represent the company for a rig, and the route took him there, and that's how he saw it last week. And I didn't know anything about it, and it was a surprise. So, yeah, all I got was goodies, y'all. I did get some equipment. Happy Sunday morning, y'all, and it's early. I've been in the kitchen prepping for my Sunday lunch. Y'all, we have germination on those hillbilly tomatoes. We started those seeds Wednesday. They germinated yesterday, Saturday. I noticed them yesterday evening, and I pulled the tops off. Now I'm going to show you guys, and then we're going to get them moved from where they're at. And look how leggy. Now I did 2 seeds to a container. And this one, I don't know. I'm probably gonna, we'll just let it see what it does. I'll probably pluck it. But only one over there germinated, but not bad. So I'm gonna pick out the best 4, dispose the other ones, and looks like we're gonna have some fall tomatoes. I found the perfect spot for them. Amongst all Mr. Buddy's goodies that I'm gonna have him come in, oh my goodness, and talk to us about. Now, y'all, we are back here, and I'm gonna let Mr. Buddy explain what he did for me.
Let's see here. We got all the little steaks separated, hung up on the wall.
That's tomato
Gotta
steaks.
clip the strings off of them still, but all the longer ones on the top, all the next size down here, and then all her square cages are here.
Look at
where
that.
she can get to them. Ease of comfort.
Y'all, I am so tickled because I would put them in buckets, right? I'm gonna walk y'all around here. And they would flop over in the shed. And then yesterday, he's like, I'm fixing to fix this problem. Well, I didn't realize what he was gonna do. So here's y'all a thought. If y'all use tomato steaks like we do, and these square cages, this is a way to store them off the ground, out of the weather. Isn't that amazing? Oh, we're gonna go chase him down in the greenhouse. Let me catch him while I can catch him, but let's look at his fig trees. Look at that. The tree man. Okay, remember I told y'all I was gonna let him tell you what I added some tomatoes, by the way. I needed that spot.
Oh.
But where did you get the purslane?
I got the purslane growing up between the concrete and the
I
dressing.
remembered. I told him I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and it was real small then, and I mean, I'm talking about in a matter of weeks. You give it some decent soil, boom, it's gone. So
And what's back here?
it's took on. That's yours. That's a old bum, I think.
Oh, that's
I
my.
surviving.
Is that the purple or the yellow?
I don't know. She ain't bloomed yet, but she's trying to.
Okay.
We shall see.
All right, so let's see. What do you got going
Now,
on here?
We got, right here, we got 2 rows of Sheridan that are purple that come from Gulf of Gorge in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Where we got married, he did a clipping.
Well, no.
Didn't you know?
Let's correct this.
Oh.
It was already a broke limb.
Oh, okay.
I got
Sorry.
the broke limb.
Yeah,
And
he
then
doesn't steal.
Here's the other 2. Right here, rows of Sharons. These are geraniums. I think this one's red. These 3 are white. And then we got 6 dragonwing begonias.
Yeah, I knew what those were.
And then that's Texas Star white that I put in here so it would close.
We
and
just
seed
saw
pod
that
or
at
dry.
5 minutes ago. We didn't know.
And then this is your mop heads.
Yes.
And then these are both hibiscus. This is a hibiscus.
We did all the washing of the cups. I've got to get those put into the tub. There's the caps to our hillbilly tomatoes that we started. So they're clean, so they're sitting there. I just got to get them into the tubs. But yeah, this is how we store our stuff. We wash it, we store it, and it's ready to use.
Now, according to reading about the Plumera, doing some research, it says size your pot by the length of the shaft. Okay.
Oh.
Every foot you're supposed to put per gallon, right?
Okay.
So if that's the case, this thing can get about 27 foot tall before it outgrows this pot.
Oh. Okay.
Now they say they get 25 foot tall in their region, which is zone 10, I think.
I want to see how you've got it staked.
Yeah.
3 tomato steaks.
I put a piece of wrap around it with some rubber.
Okay.
Where it'd be just move on it, and then I wrap my strings around it.
And did like a tree tie.
Yeah, just to kind of hold it, because they are kind of flimsy till they get on up there.
Now, guys, this won't fit in our greenhouse this winter, so we're gonna have to house it in the garage. I don't know what we're gonna do when it outgrows the garage. Oh, wait, didn't you say you can cut it?
I'll have to trim some of the top off and let it come back out again.
Oh, okay.
And that's when I'll start propagating some of them.
Oh, all right. We're gonna just do a walkthrough. There's not much in here. Oh, I see a limb fell last night. Okay. Oh, I gotta add this to our lunch. But really, all we've got is peppers going. And, of course, those cucumbers, remember? And let me show you. Remember I had to reseed last Sunday? Oh, no. Oh, no. Buddy, you got to come get this creature. Y'all, I don't like spiders. That is the one thing that will make Lippy run. Oh, my. Ooh, Lord. Where's the spot? It's on you. Oh, no, that's the spider. Stomp it. Okay, let's resume. Thank you, bud. I got you a good lunch coming. Okay, here is that cucumber that we started last Sunday. Remember I had to reseed? Oh, look at it. But look at this one. And I like to use these little metal rods. We've had them for years, and they got like a little loop here. But if you can get it up in there, it'll bring it up, and then I can run it up the trellis. But I really like those because that's going to hold a nice size girth. See how wide that is? Y'all going to notice more and more is empty. He's trimming the scuppernons. Oh. Well, I mean, might as well take y'all with me. We look at the garden and we'll harvest a little bit too. I'll cut this up and add this to our chicken and rice casserole today for lunch. There we go. Wait, all we're gonna get what?
That's all what you're gonna get. They're so young right now, they made one.
Oh, well.
So they're coming anyway.
We got one.
Maybe next year.
Hey,
they're getting there.
They're getting there. Well, while I'm standing here, I'll go ahead and show y'all. And of course, the black cat, she is such a little whiny baby. If I don't give her attention, she chases me around the garden. All right, let's go down here. Here is Atashi. Because it's still loaded, I left this one. I told y'all. Oh, he done seen 3, 4. Y'all, they won't ever make it in the house. I love scuppernons. And this is a Jolene. It's got like 3 or 4 tomatoes on it. So I'm going to let them turn before I pull it. Hello, Miss Lou. Now, these have been dried to feed to the chickens throughout the winter. But there was the oregano bed. It's still there. But it is cut down to nothing, and you'll see a little bit of green wanting to come back. And I still have to get in there around all the stems and scrape out all of the grass and the junk and the dead stems. Here's the other. Now here is those snacking peppers all the way down. I'm getting 2 or 3 a day. They are so sweet, and I think I have one ready we can add to the casserole. I bet it is. It's going to be ready for Lippy. Let's see if I can get it through. I'm standing on the other side. There we go. Look at that. Little bit of green, but I'm going to chop it up. Now, I don't know what color this one's supposed to be, but I'm going to let it stay there. Oh, wait, it's wanting to snap, guys. Hang on a minute. Yeah, it was wanting to snap, so I grabbed it. Here's some of those sweet peppers. More no-heat habaneros. But I'm going to be good and let them turn. And I'm watching this one here. That's the Mamma Mia. If you look, it's wanting to snap. So I'm really watching this pepper. It may have to get pulled before it turns. Here's 3 huge ones. Now, of course, y'all know all of this has been emptied and cleaned. You're going to see nothing here but the moms. Here is the Tabasco. Remember, I had like 2 or 3 I stole from here. See all the little peppers? But I added a couple of those to our hot sauce. These are them hot peppers right here. Of course, we had to learn the hard way and use Mr. Buddy to taste test. But this is what I'm excited about, y'all. I told y'all I had more bell pepper. And there's one with a little bloom. What if all of these make? So yeah, I'm getting some bell peppers. Oh, I do see one up here that's got a little burn mark. Here's our big gems. They're still producing, y'all. Our little sweet potatoes. Let me turn around. Because remember, we had 2 extra, and I said, well, let me just put them in the bucket. I got a little yellowing of the leaves on this side. The canna lilies are starting to get spent. But isn't that pretty? It's like a little tropical area Mr. Buddy has going on. All right, we're going to walk out to the sweet potatoes, and then I got to get these peppers in and tend to my chicken. Now, he's been working on his blackberries, and what these buckets are is water with holes in it, and that's what he does. He fills them up and he lets them slow water. But he's coming through this morning, and he's cutting all the dead off. And here is the sweet potatoes. And I got some little weeds, not a lot of pressure, but you can kind of see them. But ask me, am I sticking my hands in there? Absolutely not. Nope, because this is the area that I have to eradicate a lot of those slithering things. So, you know what? Them weeds just gonna have to become friends with these sweet potatoes. Because I am not about, like, I'm not gonna walk too close to this. See a lot of wasp. As I walk out the garden, guys, this is what I was talking about. I think I have counted 31 lemons on this tree. The most we have ever gotten was 27. So that little lemon gadget squeezer, that's going to come in handy. Okay, guys, it is 10:40. I just come out the garden. I'm sweating down. This is really not going to be a step-by-step recipe to chicken and rice per se and what we're having for our Sunday lunch. But I went ahead and I did take the time to go ahead and measure some stuff out. Y'all saw me get some peppers out the garden. And we're going to make it into a shortcut because I know the video is kind of getting long. So I'm going to drop the camera And y'all get the gist of how I make my chicken and rice. Now, I do all kinds of ways. And the chicken, which was 8 chicken legs, this is my stock. And that's what I'm going to use. And then what I don't use, I can put the lid on, set it into the ice box, and I will have chicken stock to use for the rest of the week. So let me drop you. And this is just a basic chicken and rice casserole, but it may be a little bit different from the way y'all do it. And this is the stock pot that I boiled the chicken in, so I just washed it out, and we're going to use it. Save on dishes. Now, this is 1 medium sweet onion, which I measured, came to about a cup. And I cut up peppers and a little red bell pepper that I had. You saw me get the peppers out of the garden. And I had a little red bell pepper, and it's a cup. And I'm just sauteing them in about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm sitting on a medium heat, and we're going to get these soft. Now, I'm not going to use much seasoning, especially salt, because we do have a little salt in my chicken broth. And since I will be using cream of chicken, I started to use cream of celery, but I said, no, let me use the cream of chicken because Grandpa's eating with us, and he's not a fan of cream of celery. It has salt in it, so you won't see me add any salt except what was in the chicken stock and a little bit that's in my clucking good. I'm going to crank my heat down just a notch. I'm at number 4. And we want these to get soft. Okay, they have cooked down. This is a heaping tablespoon of all-purpose flour. You can exchange it for cornstarch. I'm not trying to make a lot of thickening, so a tablespoon's all that I need. And we're going to get it cooked down for about a minute. But you want to stir these vegetables. And what I'm doing is I'm cooking this flour out. Chicken broth, maybe a half a cup to start. So we're at about a cup. Oh yeah. And see, it's going to get all that goodness off the bottom. Now I've got a heaping teaspoon of minced garlic. And I just put my cream of chicken right on top of my chicken legs that I did debone. This is a very rich sauce. So we've used almost a cup and a half, guys, of chicken stock. Now you can use chicken breast. We prefer dark meat. I'm going to add a little bit more stock. We're now at 1 cup. Nope, a little less than 1 cup. So I would say we've used 2 cups because it's going to make a large casserole. Now, this is about 1.25 cups of frozen peas and carrots. Now I've got some half and half here. About 1/2 cup, guys. That's going to get that creamy goodness, make it really rich. I want this to simmer about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna put it on about 2.5 because I want everything to blend together, the flavors. We're gonna start adding the rice because this is 3 cups of rice I cooked. So, all right, into our casserole dish, I've got some grated cheese, and I just want enough to lightly cover the top. You could blend some cheese into your mixture as well. I'm gonna set this over to the side, opened, and when I'm ready to bake it off, which is 30 minutes before we eat, takes about maybe 30 minutes, because you wanna get it really warmed inside. And by letting it sit, the rice is gonna absorb any residual liquid, but still leaving it creamy. But when I'm ready to put this in 30 minutes before we eat, I'm gonna cover it with foil, put it into a preheated 350-degree oven. Check it. Usually takes 30 minutes, but at the 25-minute mark, or 20, depending on, you'll have to check to see how your cheese has melted. Then that foil will come off. In the last 5 minutes, I will let it finish baking with the foil off. And that's chicken and rice. Our chicken and rice casserole is done. I made some corn fritters. This is cream style corn with a little diced up jalapeno and just your self-rising cornmeal. And we love these corn fritters. Now it's not time to serve, but guys, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try just for y'all. Can y'all see the creamy goodness? Let's see if I can get it back in here. Nobody will know that we peeked. So that's gonna complete our weekend vlog. We were all over the place, so it's gonna be a little bit over an hour, I'm afraid, and I apologize. But many of you have said that y'all truly enjoy our 2, sometimes 3-day weekend vlogs. And for that, Buddy and I appreciate it. He's still out there filling up buckets, watering the fruit trees. So I'm gonna call him in. We're waiting on Grandpa, and we're gonna say grace and enjoy our Sunday lunch. But as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless, and I will see you guys on the next one.